Well, hi everybody. It is Heidi at Hen and Chick Studio in Conrad, Iowa. But we're not at the store. We are at home because there is a blizzard going out, and you're thinking, why is she smiling? Because you know what? We like to be creative and have fun, and this might be the most unique video we've done yet in 13 years. I'm currently standing on a footstool, and I'm tall. I'm 6 foot tall, but I have to be taller so that I can be up here in the camera. So everybody, because there's something going on up there. Do you see that? There's some movement going on. You just wait. We are going to have a quilt show for you. Okay, so a couple of things. First of all, again, I'm Heidi at Hen and Chick Studio in Conrad, Iowa. Our retail business, our walk-in traffic is closed today in Conrad, Iowa. But that does not mean we are closed for business. Oh, no way, because we are having fun virtually, and we're so excited that you are here with us. This is our Winter Whites and Brights virtual event. Things are happening. Hundreds of you are taking our polls and entering yourself into our contest, our prize drawing. So wonderful. Jump in the comments and tell us where you're watching from. And hello again. And there won't be wardrobe changes. I'm wearing the same shirt, but there might be hairdo changes. I don't know. As my day goes on, we'll see what happens, right? Okay, so what is happening in this live? I'm sharing show and tell. I've pulled out quilts of my own. I've pulled out quilts that my grandmother has made. I've pulled out quilts that were old store samples because I want to show you the beauty of winter white and bright, and whether that is two color quilts or colorful bright quilts, we're going to show. And hello to all of you. I love seeing so many names and faces. And okay, just a real quick recap. If you go to henandchickstudio.com/winterwhite, or on the home page, click on the icon, you're going to find everything. Our schedule for today, poll number 1, poll number 2. You can still click on those and answer and submit. You have until 4 o'clock. Well, actually, let's say 3:45, because I've got to be able to pull answers, pull all your names for a drawing of prizes at 4 o'clock. So we've got that going on. I did a 10 o'clock live. If you missed it, it's on that page on our website. Hint, hint, coupon codes, and they are going fast. You guys have been blowing up my computer. I love it. We will get to all of those orders tomorrow. Remember in the notes field to say that you are doing more than one order if you need to. There will be another coupon code at 2 o'clock on our Zoom. So if you want to be a part of that last coupon code, you can join us there. Okay, I have got quilt holders and folders. We call them holders and folders upstairs. We have a little balcony here. All right, girls, let's go ahead and do the first one, and then I'm going to see where this all falls. So this, it's a little quilt. Can you hang it out a little farther? This is a real little quilt. We were going to start with the red and white ones on the chair, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, redo. We have not practiced this. This is not a practice. Okay, down a little lower. Can you see? All right, down a little lower. All right. Oh, they're hanging over. All right, this is a classic red and white quilt that my grandmother made. And if you can't see it, there are prairie points all along the edges. And let's see, who's over on the Goldie? If you angle yours out a little bit, there you go. It's going to get even more so. All right, they're going to get their work. Oh, you guys are doing awesome. Look at that. See it in the middle? Okay, you can go ahead and wait a second, but that is a quilt made by my grandmother. She taught me to quilt, and just love everything that Grandma has made, and I love having all of these quilts. Okay, let's go with quilt number 2. And our room is kind of big, so I have no idea how the acoustics are for you in this room. I hope it's not too echoey. The wind is just blowing. And there's quite a bit of noise in here, but welcome to all of you. Okay, the unveiling of quilt number 2. There you go. All right, this is an antique quilt, and I purchased it when I was the editor of American Patchwork and Quilting magazine, and it was featured on the cover. The pattern was originally featured in American Patchwork and Quilting. I'm not even sure if it is still available online. If there's anybody, maybe Jody is watching. Jody, is it still available online? But it is a classic red and white quilt. This is all hand quilted. One of my favorite in my antique collection. I've really downsized quilts that don't belong to our family, but not this one. It is absolutely a favorite of mine. It's so beautifully quilted, and love that. All right, quilt number 3. What we got, girls? You can, they're folding. They're folding. Okay, so I do like red and white quilts, and maybe I'll write the instructions for us for that one day. Okay, this is actually a family quilt. Go ahead, drop it. You got it. There we go. The unveiling. Again, another great pattern. It was originally featured in American Patchwork and Quilting magazine, my favorite quilting publication. But this is a family quilt. We don't have as much history on this quilt as I would like. One time when I called a family member that somebody thought might know more, they said, "Oh, you mean the red and white quilt with signatures?" And I'm like, "No, this one doesn't have any signatures." And they proceeded to tell me all about a quilt that was red and white and that had signatures on it. And when the family, my maiden name is McNutt, and when the family had moved from the Sheldon, some people had moved from the Sheldon area, some people had gone out to California, or before they came back to Sheldon, I can't remember exactly, for a short period of time, there was a quilt that was made, I believe, out in California and sent back with the family. But this is, so it's on my dad's side of the family. We do know that. And, oh yes, I love it. And Jackie says, "Hi, girls." And, she's watching from Florida. And hi, Kim. All right, we got so many people. Okay, now we're moving on to the blue and white quilts. Okay, and this one is the small one. Go ahead. Terry Clothier Thompson, you bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. There you go, don't fall over. She had made this quilt for American Patchwork and Quilting and ended up gifting it to me. It's a great blue and white quilt, so I just had to share that with you. I love some of the memories and the people that I got to meet while I was in that position. I was there for over 17 years, and what's interesting is that I've now been gone from Better Homes and Gardens longer than I was there. So, oh yeah, a little movement. Yeah, that's good, girls, that's good. Okay, we're working on some blue and white quilts here. Let's see what the girls come up with next. But before you girls, before you unveil, let me say to you, you have, because it should be live now, you have a chance to help me flood the internet with color. I mean, it is, right? It is winter white and bright. We need to flood the internet with fabulous pictures of either quilts you're working on, your favorite quilts, pictures of the window. I don't care what it is, but you're gonna find a post. You could put it on this post, I don't care. You could also, there's a post that just went live a couple minutes ago that says share, and says, add your pictures to that. Add your pictures. I want to see as much show and tell this afternoon of what you're doing as much as what I'm showing. So that's your challenge. There's no reward for doing it. There's no entry into anything. This is just for fun. I want, and any picture. And if you're like, say, I can't figure out how to get it on the Hen and Chick Studio picture or in the comments, add it to your Facebook page and tag us, because then we'll see it that way as well. So lots of fun possibilities. Okay, next one, girls. Good thing they were in virtual school today. Okay, down a little. This is Fly, Fly Away. So earlier when I was talking about a free pattern that is available on our website, and it would be fly, fly away, or just type in fly away and it should come up. Classic blue and white. This is a free pattern. It's a free download on our website. Could be done in so many colors. I purchased the antique blocks in Nashville, or actually Franklin, while we were on a trip to Nashville, and then I bought all the coordinating fabrics in Clarksville, Tennessee, at a friend Frida Holt's quilt shop. And anyway, love that quilt, classic. And that pattern is free, and it's a great download. All right, what do we got next? You find the blue, should be there you go, you got it. Okay, so the next one they're dropping off the edge here. Here we go. And what you're seeing behind me, if you're like, where is she at? This is our tea bar. If you follow along at all, we love Herbalife tea. So a little plug for Goldie and Kelly. Goldie is now a distributor as well, and we make all of our teas and shakes. I've got my favorite Pampered Chef blender back here. And oh, by the way, if you need any Pampered Chef things, there's a link floating around, or I can get it to you. We're having a little Pampered Chef party to get some more things for the retreat centers and for ourselves. So be sure to, if you need anything from Pampered Chef, let me know. If you need anything from Herbalife, let me know. Goldie will call you and take care of you. Okay, this is the quilt that I designed that was featured in 2019 Quilt Sampler issue when our store was featured in the Better Homes and Gardens issue of Quilt Sampler. The red and black version and tan is hanging in the coop above the sink. A lot of people have wondered about that. This is the blue and white version. And when I make a 2-color quilt, I cannot stay to one shade. So I just absolutely like to, that's why it's got movement to it. We still do have copies of that magazine. They're available on our website for sale or in the store. But that is it was featured in Quilt Sampler, which was such an honor and humbling, because in all the years that we produced that magazine, I would say to myself, these shop owners, they work so hard. I could never do that. They're constantly working. And guess what? I love being a shop owner. I love being one of those crazy people. And Minerva, it is the fall issue of fall of 2019. And yep, Suzanne, I think you've got it. So, all right. And that was batiks. That fabric was from Adidas Sitar, Andover Fabrics. I don't remember the exact name of the collection, but that was all batiks. The one that's in the store is also from Andover. It's Renee Nanneman Fabrics, and that's red and black. Okay, what do we got next, girls? In the bright pile? What are you doing? There you go. All right, here we go. Here comes another one. Oh, this was a little lower contrast, but one of the patterns I showed you earlier is the Cluck Cluck So Brightly pattern, and this is a little more low contrast. We used a really soft poppy cotton collection. This was a store sample that we have, and can you lower it down just a little? Just a little. There you go. And it is still dramatic even in a little bit lower contrast, but talk about high contrast. It would be awesome. So yes, Laura, you do need the issue, the 2019 issue. You're good. Okay. You like how they go up and then they come down. All right, and let's see, what is next on our quilt show? So remember, I want to see quilts and stuff from you flooding my webpage. When I get off this computer, I want to go to my website or to our Facebook page and see all sorts of things in that sharing post. All right, here's another high contrast, white and bright. When we talk about white and bright, this is a store sample that we've had in the past. It was the carousel fabric and the whirlwind pattern, and just a great example of how fabrics and different colors can come together with and just shine off that white background. Okay, great job. Okay, and as they get to the next quilt, remember at 2 o'clock we will actually be doing a Zoom. And that Zoom link is already available, and it's on what I'm calling our hub page on our website, henandchickstudio.com/winterwhite. And oh, this is always a fan favorite. And this is a very simple rail fence block that we did when several years ago when the girls were a little bit younger. I held a couple of girls' camps for sewing and tried to keep things simple, but made some fun little projects. And I love this one because it is nice and bright against that white. Okay, good job. And I don't have a free pattern for that, but I think I have it someplace. Okay. And what is next? If you have any questions as you're seeing any of these quilts, you're welcome to jump on. Oh, as I look at my beautiful sweatshirt, right? Jenna said all of our new inventory will be delivered March 24th. So those of you who placed orders for shirts, that's when they'll be. And all right, and here we have, this is a great pattern called Faceted. And we still have the pattern. We're out of this particular kit. But when I was looking for quilts this morning, I'm like, what a great example of how two colors, and we've seen it in other colors, right? We've done Patriotic, we've done, the other one we just sold out of was Garden Society. Even on her pattern cover, it has like purple and green and a little blue, a little touch of blue, still just makes it highly graphic and very wonderful. Nice job, girls. What else do we got up there? Oh, not a problem. Again, it is a blessing that we do not deal in China. Instead, we deal in fabric and quilts. And I should throw it back up to you because it's a great quilt to open up. But this is live TV, people. This is what happens when you're dealing with a makeshift. See, if I actually get down on the ground, then I'm way over here, right? So that's why I'm up here so I can see. Okay. This has a little bit of a story, but this is another highly graphic two-color quilt. One of the things that I've already seen in your answers is that of poll number 1 is that sometimes it's not always about the white, right? It's two colors that you like. Now, girls, can one of you flip over the back real quick? Can you? You might have to do it more so they can see. So the whole, can you get it? Can you get it? Why don't we just take it? There you go. You got it. Okay. Because it's hanging sideways. Okay, but can you see? They're sideways, but it's okay. They are weather guards. Oh, it's okay. It's all right. It's live TV. And don't worry, Lucy and Ruby are letting us know that the guys have apparently come back in. But here's a case where earlier I was asking, which do you pick? Do you pick the fabric or do you pick the fabric? And in this particular case, I picked the fabric. I love weather vanes, and I thought this was absolutely gorgeous. And when I tried out all sorts of fabrics when I was making this quilt, I kept coming back to black and gold. Go ahead, go. And it wasn't because I'm a Hawkeye, right? I just like the graphicness of the black and gold. And I designed this pattern, and it's got pinwheels. I'll see if I can figure out where the free pattern is, because I don't think it's on our website at the moment, or I'll include it maybe in the next Chick Picks. But this is, I love, I tried to make the blocks big so that it could be on a king-size bed and that the blocks wouldn't take forever and it would have a nice big graphic look. Now I have to tell you, you can't tell, but there is a fabric in here that is deteriorating and I can literally rip it. So there's these big holes on the quilt top. After the quilt was quilted, we discovered that it was ripping. Is that it then, girls? Yeah. Okay, so that's the last quilt. And so I had used black batting so it wasn't obvious. It had nothing to do with my piecing or the quilting, but literally I had a fabric in it that was deteriorated. And so we don't use that quilt other than for moments like this because it is a great graphic quilt. But it's a reminder to me that nothing is forever, and we just have to keep making quilts. Make more quilts, right? All right, well, that is the end of our show and tell today. So number 1, you are gonna go to my Facebook page and upload a picture under that share button, and you are gonna share something with us. I want to flood our page and the internet with beautiful colors of bright quilts and fabrics, whatever you choose to show. And then number 2, I'm gonna put another poll up. It will be coming up soon. And number 3, see you at 2 o'clock when we do a Zoom. Bye.